You are a leader in Silicon Valley. You've given so many speeches, or you've been a speaker in so many panels. And I remember you saying, you said something about leadership earlier on in your career in India, and you said leadership is all about walking the tightrope, holding two things at once. And a lot of panelists didn't agree with you, and they were all male. So, could you now elaborate on what you said then?
This was the panel that we are talking about happened in an IIT get together in Silicon Valley
Oh, it
when
was
I was
okay.
invited to be one of the four panelists.
Okay.
And I was not only the only woman, and I'm from IIT as well, even though in
Yes.
those days it was not an IIT, but it is a very good college, engineering college
Yeah.
of India. So anyway, the discussion was, is leadership innate
Hmm.
or learned skill?
Yeah.
And I spoke what I felt at the time. And over the last 25 years, this is how long back that was, it only got reinforced that is, you can learn leadership, and the learnings come very slowly because there is a lot of room to observe, take feedback from your subordinates, from your peers, and we all are in a if you're driven, you are in a self-correcting mode. So you correct your way you interact with people. Example being, sometimes you have to be very direct in your feedback as a leader so that people understand what you are saying. There is a lot of sugarcoating that happens by the leaders. They try to massage the message, and in that process, the message gets lost. So it is when to be direct, when to show some, at the same time, show some humility. So these things have to be, then you have to balance as a leader risk and reward, strategy versus tactics. There is lots to it, and I think I have learned leadership. How to hire people is a skill, but how to keep people
Keep
is leadership. And I learned about that by being a good listener. Sometime a leader has to be a leader, sometime a leader has to be a follower.
Very true. And coming from Vinita, you know, she has gone through so much and managed so many different personalities, I'd say, in a very, very, competitive field right here in the Silicon Valley. So, so wonderful answer again. But what do you think of today's environment, especially for women entrepreneurs? Do you think it's much more accepting now, and it has changed a bit? Even though I still hear the VC investments are not that, percentage wise, not that good for women investors even now. So a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think that is very true.
Yeah.
That VCs still are hesitant to invest in women-owned company or women-founder companies. Women tend to be too timid.
Oh.
And they don't project being as successful as their capabilities are. And that is an impediment because VCs, who are typically males, they see presentations or business plans from men who are giving skyrocketing projections. Women give lower projections, and everybody underperforms from their projection, men or women. So I think that is one of the reasons, but the root cause of that is how we raise our girls.
Okay.
We raise our girls to follow the rules, to please others, and not as much how can you be independent thinkers. And the opposite of independent thinkers is dependency.
Yes.
And girls are brought up with the dependency attitude and punished. I'm saying a lot of things I know. I also feel I've reflected a lot on the subject of how our society, especially in India, brings up boys versus girls.
Very true.
And the girls are punished more harshly for breaking the rules than the boys are. Boys will be boys, is a phraseology even in the West. And I think those are detrimental to a woman launching herself out and becoming an independent thinker.
Very true, and I've seen that in our society. You know, like competitiveness, if you take it, is encouraged in boys. You need to be competitive, but you know, it's looked down when it comes to girls in certain ways. I've seen, you know, I mean, it gives a negative tone when you're talking about her. She's very competitive in certain ways. So you know that.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. This is a minor thing.
minor thing, but it's huge for your psyche.
Right.
You know, when you're hearing these things.
It is. Yeah, but boys, they don't, when uncle and aunties enter the house, girls are told, namaste karo. Boys are told namaste karo, they just shrug and they walk out away, and nobody pulls them back to say
yes.
you follow this. Girls are, you know, they are forced, in a way, forced to do that.
Yeah, there's certain small things that, you know, you can make changes around, I'll say. And now, Vinita, coming to your bridge journey, you not just started playing, you won 3 national championships. I mean, I can believe, you know, you are such a doer, so and such an overachiever. So I'm sure nothing less than a national championship for you. But what lessons has bridge taught you in your everyday journey?
Well, I will get to that answer.
Yes.
What lessons it has taught me. But I want to reflect on, I don't just play bridge.
Okay.
I play competitive bridge, to your point.
Yes.
And I differentiate between that because women, I have come across a lot of women who play bridge. They said, oh, we love the game, but we don't love the competition.
Okay. See?
So it is, the reason I got into bridge was because it makes my competitive juices flow. You start a company, you want to beat the competition.
Right.
You play at a bridge table in a competitive match, you want to beat your opponent who is sitting only 2 feet away from you on the same square table. So it is, you know, how do you thrash your opponent is what is driving you to apply yourself and take the right actions at the right time. So one of the things about bridge that I find very convincing, a good lesson is play the cards that you are dealt.
Okay.
Don't imagine, I wish I had this, I had that. And isn't it true about life that we keep hoping and wishing something was different about our lives, but it is what it is. So I think the lesson, play the cards that you are dealt, is a very good thing. But the main thing bridge teaches is to stay grounded, because it is the humility in you which improves your performance, not just in bridge but in life. So if you do well in bridge, you cannot be pompous about it. You have to be very grounded in your strengths and be reminded of your weaknesses to keep yourself grounded. So I think these are this. I can rattle out another 10, but I think for non-bridge players, these are two lessons. Why would you not implement those? Play the cards that you are dealt and stay grounded, and others will like you. You will do better in your life, is my way of thinking.
Incredible answer. And now, I can see the human spirit, that Vinita is showing. You can go and do whatever you want. I'll say it's seamless, and there are no boundaries as far as her life goes. I'm just sitting here and getting inspired, and feeling so much of admiration for her story. But Vinita, you've seen it all, and now coming to AI, do you think AI is giving a complex to humans these days? And have humans started to feel inadequate in front of AI?
I personally don't feel AI is at that point where
Okay.
humans should feel inadequate.
Mm.
Will it ever get there? I cannot predict.
Mm.
The reason I say that is
Mm.
today, all human beings, their tasks have become less of a drudgery because of
Yes.
AI. You give it an idea and it can blossom
Mm.
in AI. I'm talking about writing. I do that all the time now.
Oh, yes.
Give some feedback to the AI model, what I like, what I don't like about what they have written,
Mm.
and without pushing back, it corrects.
Mm.
Human beings push back. If you have a secretary editing your document, she is going to say, this is not the way it is written. So, what I'm getting at is,
Mm.
it is a very congenial, cordial assistant.
Okay.
And it should not, it only enhances your capabilities or you being a master, and not, and it, AI is the slave.
Mm.
And I don't think that relationship is likely to change.
Mm.
Based on my personal experience, I would say I had assistants,
Mm.
and the smarter they were, the better they made me look.
Okay. Mm.
So I'm just treating it in that form. I might be naive, but optimism is what I thrive
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah, I think this industry should. That's why it does thrive on optimism, and that's why
Yes.
we've reached where we've reached. But yeah, for me, non-tech people or whatever, I do use a little bit of AI, platforms. My only thing is, oh, like smartphone phones kind of helped us, but they made our memory pretty bad. I don't even remember numbers now, but it's generally,
Yeah,
helped in
but then your memory, you can look at it the other way.
Yeah.
Your memory has gotten freed up for better
Freed up, yes.
tasks,
Yes.
better tasks rather than remembering phone numbers of everybody. So I think all these
Utilizing.
high-tech tools
Oh.
have so far continued to enhance human lives, and I feel AI is going to do it even at a more accelerated pace.
Absolutely. Hope so too.
I
Now,
do.
coming to another relationship, your husband, you lost Mr. Naren in
Yeah.
2021, and you call your life with him, in the book as Two Tigers Love Story. Two competitive, highly successful people, but supportive partners. Do you think, you know, the what do you think of equal partnerships as far as at home or in workplace these days?
Well, let me dwell a little bit on the two tigers' marriage.
Yes.
Is how I describe our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We had so much aspirations
Yeah.
of two human beings under the same roof,
Yes.
and there was a lot of arguments back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
lot of uh, adjustments.
Mhm.
Nobody is alpha lion
Hmm.
for too long.
Okay.
That, you become submissive at times, and you become what they call in Hindi sher at the
Yes.
other time.
Ah.
So it was always that for us.
Hmm.
So it never, what was equal was
Hmm.
that the fact that one tiger
Hmm.
assumed that at some point in time, when they are not in a position of strength,
Hmm.
because they are not thinking properly, it wasn't position physical
Yeah.
strength,
Hmm.
that their point of view was flawed or their argument was flawed,
Hmm.
we knew at some point to back off
Mm.
from those arguments.
Hmm.
So I think we eventually got the best out of each other, not so amicably,
Hmm.
but we did. But I think all marriages
Yeah.
are messy,
Yes.
argumentative,
Hmm.
and we lived through that experience for 47 years, and we made each other a better human being and professional.
That's the main thing. Are you making each other a better person? And don't shy away from arguments. I'll say, if you have to, and that's where relationships flourish in certain ways. Like Vinita said, it's the time and the place, how you want to go about it. All the time एक जना शेर नहीं बन सकता. Then,
Exactly.
it has to be balanced and weighed. That's what I'm understanding, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And many in our culture, again, we are so scared of arguments. And we are told, especially women, कि नहीं नहीं, let it go. After 3 days, things will happen. Generally, it's the
Absolutely. No,
but
this is how
Tolerance
tolerance
yeah.
is how
Hmm.
girls are raised or
Yes.
women are raised,
Yes.
and they become that.
Hmm.
Guys, they don't have to depict so much of tolerance. So if sometime they want to lash out, they're okay to lash out.
Hmm.
The other part I tell professionals,
Hmm.
because we have Indian professionals where
Yeah.
both husband and wife work and they try to raise a family,
Hmm.
and women always feel more the pressure of household chores and raising children.
Yeah.
And I did too. I felt I was doing more for my kids. But my husband once lashed out. He said, "What do you mean? I do more than any other man for my kids." So we said those things to each other, but as a woman, I would advise expect more from your spouse, and
Very
they
true.
rise to the equation. To the platform.
Yes.
Once he said, "How do I know that you expect me to do this?"
Very true.
So just say it in those many words before it builds up in your head, and you lash out, because that never goes well with anybody, man or woman. So I think there are ways of dealing with, there is a room for correction from both sides.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
as a person, you have to take responsibility yourself, what you can correct, and not expect the other person to change.
Wonderful answer. And whatever I've read of your book and talking to you, I know one thing that really means a lot to you or you've lived by is self-respect. And that shows the way you've led your life, the way you folded your company, and the way you've dealt with people, in the book and your life, I'll say. So you've achieved so much, Vinita. Any more mountains to climb for you? And one time maybe you felt tinge of fear or doubt while taking action.
Well, last thing first,
Yes.
doubts are always there in you. I was never certain about anything. And lack of self-confidence is a strength in my opinion, because then you question yourself more more so, you think harder, you apply yourself more so. So I think we should be fine fine with that, questioning ourselves, not always be certain this is the right direction or this is the right way to do things, as far as your own professional journey or personal journey, because nobody likes to talk to anybody whose mind is preset on in certain
Very
directions. So I think flexibility of mind is important. What is my next step? I consider myself as a restless soul. So I believe I'm going to do something, but everything right now, this book has been my journey for last 5 years. It took me 5 years to complete the book, but the job is not done. This is a product that I'm trying to promote and sell. So it's marketing and sales is what I am on, probably another couple of years. And that then I have to find a new thing to do, which will again energize me. I'm looking for something that would be new, invigorating, energizing. So I pondered with some ideas, but right now I know that I'm not going to rest at this and say, and I'm plenty busy,
Yeah.
not just promoting the
Yeah.
book. I am on 5 different not-for-profit boards in diverse fields like healthcare, mathematical society, Asia Society of Northern California, and how to foster entrepreneurship involved in the Thai organization. So I'm doing all those things and competing in bridge, which is a major task. It's like I have to be always ready for marathon.
Yes.
That means I have to pay its dues, work my mind, learn the techniques, apply myself, devote the time and energy required. So I have plenty on my plate, but I can always accommodate something more. Or once the book promotion is over, I know I'll have to find something, because I like to be
Busy.
working 120 hours a week and not 40 hours a week.
Wow. It was so wonderful talking to you, Vinita. What a
Well,
pleasure to have you.
Thank
on
you
my show.
very much, and I thank all the listeners who have caught some part of my story, and wish you all the very best in your own journey.
So, listeners and viewers, she is the woman indeed, I'll say. Take care and be well, and do get her book. Bye bye.